How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of collab hopeful goodness in the form of Ecliptic Brewing and Chuckanut Brewing. This be their Vienna-Style lager. Yeah, I can get down with some of that. Be a little Vienna-Style lager, 4.8% alcohol by volume. This is part of their Cosmic Collaboration series. They've been doing these for quite some time now. As far as what they say on the back here, it says the brewed with our friends Will and Mari Kemper at Chuckanut Brewing. This Vienna-Style lager is brewed with Vienna and Pilsner malts, as well as traditional German hops. The result is a crisp, copper-hued lager with aromas of light toast balanced by some malty sweetness. I have never heard of Chuckanut before up until when GABF did their awards this past year. With the pandemic going on, it was pretty much all online. And what I ended up doing, ooh, that's very kind of amber. Looks like an old common ale, something like that. They won an award at GABF. That's how I ended up hearing about them in the first time. Let me put my little light on here. I always forget to turn that little light on. Anyway, so yeah, be interested to see what they're doing. Last two collabs I've gotten from Ecliptic have been kind of lager based. It was one was cold IPA, which is kind of like brewing it with a I think it was a lager yeast at regular temp or something like that. This is more a traditional kind of crispy lager, but that is a beautiful looking beer. I mean, look at that. It does look like a copper ale, like I said, like a common, like a California common that has that kind of color for it, almost getting into like Baki kind of Maybach kind of territory. Nice, beautiful carbonation, clear as clear could be. Beautiful white, perfectly khaki colored head. I mean, it looks like a really nice beer. Label wise, get down with it. So yeah, let's see if we can get a nose in this sucker. I mean, that's some nice toasted biscuity kind of maltiness on here. It stops short of being overly sweet, so it doesn't get too caramel, but it gives you a little bit of those sweetened kind of... It's a savory bread with a touch of sweetness to it. Not a big hop presence here. It really is malt driven, and it does come off as that nice biscuity, bready, kind of crackery kind of malt with this little bit of toast on it. Just touch of sweetness, done and done. It smells absolutely fucking beautiful. Oh, curse words. So let's dive in. Cheers. That's really good. I mean, as far as traditional Vienna-style lagers go, I know they're supposed to skew a bit dark. I know they're supposed to be malt forward. I know they're supposed to have a bittering to it. This has all that. It just seems like an Americanized version of that. That's just a little bit pumped up in each and every one of those categories. It's almost like a spicy Bach is how it's coming off for me, and I'm not going to get peeved at it for that. This nice full mouthfeel while still retaining that snappy and that drinkability. The malt is the star of the show here. It is that kind of slightly sweet and savory toasty bread that I was talking about, but it does get even a little bit closer to kind of caramel, kind of rich caramel vibes. There's a decent bitterness in this, quite a bit bigger than what the nose would lead you to believe, and then it has this just nice, spicy, herbal, kind of tannic, like wet tea baggy kind of hop going on with it. And like I said, it just finishes really nice to have that kind of creamy, a full mouthfeel while having that snappy, more clean kind of lager-like kind of finish is a fun kind of combination. And once you take those that malt presence, that hop presence, and just drive it up a little bit bigger than what I would traditionally expect from a Vienna lager, yeah, it's nice. I mean, they call it Vienna-style lager, so I'm not going to sit here and BJCP nerd them because that's what I do all the time. No. About being too style, but I really enjoy this. This is just a more aggressive version of that beer while still staying at sub 5%. That's the key. Or was it 4.8 or 4.9? 4.8, you know. This is a big beer in a small beer's body, and a very tasty beer. I mean, this is stuff that I typically drink when I think of, fall, Oktoberfest, those kind of beers. This is what I think of, and getting that right now is kind of just about right. We're not in the spring yet. Well, we're kind of on the cusp of at the end of winter and beginning of spring, so we got this nice kind of fall kind of weather going on. It just kind of makes me wish for fall. I don't want to go that fast. I want to enjoy the summer, but this is really good stuff. Probably one of the better, if not the best beer I've had from Ecliptic, and it's just totalitarian kind of well-madeness. There's been beers I think were a little bit more kind of exciting and a little bit more kind of showy for me. There's beers probably I might put that their collab with Russian River above this, but this is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of the stuff they sent me. And they sent me stuff about once a month at minimum. I think it's delicious, tasty. I love it. Yeah, is it one of the better lagers I've had as of like? Yes, Mount Rushmore status. It's just that good. It's just that good. It's really tasty stuff. Value and availability, no idea, but I know that they get decent distribution. I know their price point's not too poopy. You're talking about a collab Vienna lager. I'm hoping you're getting this in 4-packs at less than $13. That's what I want. I want less than $13. Hopefully closer to 10. Sub 5% Vienna lager, but I get it. Crap beer. And pandemic time, so don't mind paying that. And leave you with, if you like what we like, this beer. If you like Vienna lagers, if you like kind of spicy Americanized version of Box, and you want something that kind of falls in the middle of those two, that's where this one kind of lands. Just malt forwardness, nice kind of hop to it, nice full mouthfeel with a snappy finish. It's really a well-done lager. So if you like your lagers a little bit beefier, but not into the old Bock double Bock kind of beefiness, then this is going to be for you. So there you go. Review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Messy if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Ecliptic or Chuckanut. Love that name. Burps. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.